Alright, this is exercise 7E on order of operations with integers, page 392 of your textbook. So, order of operations, what does that mean to you guys? Order of operations. Taylor? BODMAS, awesome. Order of operations is just another word for saying BODMAS. Alright, so BODMAS, remember that we do brackets first, then we do indices or other things next, then we focus on multiplication, division, and then finally addition, subtraction. So hopefully you guys are generally familiar with that since we did it a couple of weeks ago. The only thing that's different now is we added in negative numbers. That is the only difference. So we're going to try and put our understanding of that into these questions and see if we can solve them. So first question, 5 plus 2 times negative 3. What's the first thing I do? So first thing I do is identify the operations. What operations do I have, Henry? I got a plus and times. Awesome. So which one do I do first?
5 plus 2.
Do I do the adding or the multiplying first? Multiplying. So, what's 2 times negative 3? Negative 6 is correct. Am I done? Is that negative 6? Is that it? I'm happy? Why not, Taylor? I still have to write whatever was here. So, I'm going to write 5 plus. Ooh, now I got 5 plus negative 6. Taylor, what do I do? So, how do you get there, though?
Because if you look at like the number, stuff like that, it goes 5 to the right.
Good. Before you do that, if I've got plus minus, what does that become? Minus. So I'm going to write equals, that's not the pen I was expecting, there, equals 5 minus 6. Are we okay with that? Awesome. And we get negative 1. Because once again, imagine you have $5 and I steal $6 from you. You are now $1 in debt. Doesn't make sense, right? But negative 1 is the answer. Awesome. So we identify what operations we have. We figure out what order we do them. That's why it's called order of operations. And then we just solve from there. Next question. What operations do I have now? Multiplication. Subtraction. Division. Now, which one do I do last, Tamika? Subtraction. We do that last. Now, which one do we do first, Lexi? How come I do the multiplication and not the division first? Exactly right. They're on the same level, so we go from left to right, like Lexi said. So, I'm going to focus on the first one. Negative 6 times 2. What's negative 6 times 2, Bill? Yep. Easy. Negative 12. So I'm going to write equals negative 12. Am I done? No. What are the two key?
So you also have the division.
Yep. I'm going to continue writing the rest of it. So minus 10 divided by negative 5. Do I do the subtraction or the division next, Taylor? Good. I do the division. So I'm going to write, what's negative 10 divided by negative 5? Taylor? Is it positive or negative? So let's ignore this negative 12 first and focus on what I've just highlighted here. I've got a negative. I got another negative. Sorry? Positive or negative? It's positive 2 because negative 10 divided by negative 5, they're both negatives, which gives me a positive. So 10 divided by 5 is 2. Am I done? Farrah, what do I have to do? Well, we just divided it. That's what this thing is here. That's what that plus 2 is. Am I done from there?
You have to add the negative 5.
Good. I'm going to write down the negative 12. Negative 12 plus 2. That's the final step. There is no more order. We just do it. So negative 12 plus 2. Let's say you owe me $12. I give you $2. How much do you have now? How much are you in debt? 10. Thank you. So it's minus 10. Any questions? No? We're going to do one more, and this one's quite tricky. If you're still copying down stuff from before, feel free to. But I want you to write down this question here. This is a tricky one. So write it down in your books. Bracket 36 divided by bracket negative 4, bracket plus 2 bracket, times bracket 1 minus 3 bracket. I've said the word bracket a lot on purpose because there are a lot of brackets. So this one's really testing your understanding of whether you can apply BODMAS with negative numbers. So I want you to write it down. If you've written it down already, if you feel like you've got a little bit of time, give it a go. Otherwise, we'll go through it as a class. I want you. Alright. So, 36 divided by negative 4 plus 2 times 1 minus 3. What operations do I have? Taylor.
So you have the brackets, but that's not really enough.
I have the brackets, but let's ignore the brackets for now, yes?
You have division,
Division,
the addition,
addition, yep.
Multiplication,
Good.
and subtraction.
Good. How do I know which one to do first? Taylor?
You do the one in the bracket, the first bracket.
Perfect. We focus on the brackets first. So, I've got a bracket over here, and I've got a bracket over here. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Awesome. So, let's focus on the one on the left. Inside the one on the left, I've got division and addition. Which one do I do first, Key?
You do the division.
Good. So, what's 36 divided by negative 4?
Is 9.
Positive or negative? So, I got 36, which is positive, divided by negative 4, which is the negative. So, a positive and negative makes a negative. And you said 9, which is correct. So, negative 9. But that's still got the brackets there, remember? So, I'm going to still write the brackets and write the rest of it in. Plus 2 times by 1 minus 3. Are we okay with that? Yeah? So, just to symbolize what I've done, and I don't know if this comes up nicely on the screen, this part right here is this part here. Okay? So we've figured that out. We simplified it from there. And then we get negative 9. Alright, what's next? Noah. Okay, we plus 2. So I know that I've got an addition, a multiplication, and minus. How did you know we add first and not multiply? Because doesn't multiply come first? Brackets, good. So we're going to add them. So negative 9 plus 2, you said is? Negative 7 times by 1 minus 3. I'm just writing the rest of it. If you didn't do this, please make sure you're following along and copying this into your book. Taylor, what's next?
You do 1 minus 3.
Good. Okay, it's the only one that's still in the brackets. So I'm going to focus on the 1 minus 3, which gives me negative 2. Now, I just copy the rest of it. Negative 7 times by that. Do I still need the brackets? No, I don't really need the brackets. Let's just get rid of them. There we go. Let's get rid of the brackets there. Alright, we're left with negative 7 times negative 2. Taylor, what's negative 7 times negative 2?
14.
Positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive 14 is correct, because once again, 2 negatives makes a positive, and we end up with positive 14. So, it's a step-by-step process. First, you find what operations do we have. Second, we find out what order we do the operations in. And then, third, we solve it. Any questions? Awesome.